Hello there, Year 4s, it's Mr. Conway here. Now for today's how-to guide, to help with your maths lesson today. And in yesterday's maths lesson, we created a tally chart, okay? So for my tally chart, I had my different coloured dominoes I have in my classroom, and I tallied how many different colours I had of blue dominoes, green dominoes, yellow dominoes, and black dominoes. We made our tally and calculated what the digital value was. So I had 8 blue dominoes, 9 green dominoes, 7 yellow dominoes, and 10 black dominoes. Now, if you've ever seen these dominoes in my classroom, you actually know I've got a lot more than these, but that's just the selection I had. Now, today's activity is to use all this information, and we're going to make a bar chart. So I'm just going to leave that over there for now. Before you start making your bar chart, you need to do some essential work first. And I've done a little bit of a head start here, okay? The first thing you need to do is make this L shape, okay? Now, you can do this on squared paper or blank paper. I've used blank paper and a ruler, and it's worked out completely fine for me, okay? So you're going to draw your y-axis and your x-axis. On your x-axis, which goes on the bottom, you need to put down here the thing that changed. So for my example, it was the colour that changed. I had blue, green, yellow, and black, okay? I've put them equally spaced underneath. And I'm going to title this now, I'm going to label this, so blue, green, yellow, black. If you just got this without understanding what I did before, you'd probably think, Mr. Conway, blue, green, yellow, black, what? Well, these are dominoes. So underneath I'm going to put colours of dominoes. There we are. Is there an E in dominoes? There is an E in dominoes.
Yeah.
My camera person says there is an E in dominoes, so I'll carry on. Colours of dominoes. Now, going up the top here, I've got 0 to 10. Now then, you might think, Mr. Conway, why did you stop at 10? Well, if I go back to my tally chart, 10 was my greatest value, so I don't need to go any higher than 10. You might have a bigger number, you might have had 20. So if you've had 20, your y-axis would have to go all the way to 20, but I only needed to go to 10. And these were the number of dominoes, okay? So label this number of dominoes. So there we are. Right, now I've got my y-axis, my x-axis. I've got it labelled. I'm ready to rock and roll. Right, first of all, for blue, I had 8 coloured dominoes. So I'm going to go back to my bar chart. Here's blue. I need to go up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to make a little mark there. So my bar chart's going to start from there. And I'm going to draw a line going across, trying to keep it as straight as I can. And it might go slightly over, but that's not too much of a problem. There we are. Nice and straight. Go across. Then I'm going to go down and join it to here. So I might even flip this upside down just to make sure I can get a straight line. Now then, you'll notice that my line that goes across here for the top of my bar isn't long enough. So I'm going to extend it even more. Sometimes it's better to do a shorter line than a longer line, just so you can make sure you don't go over. So I'm going to go there, see if that matches up this time. And it does. So I'm going to draw my line going up. So now I've made my bar chart for blue, and I'm going to colour that in blue. Right, next I have green. So I'm going to go back to my tally chart, green. Green was 9 this time. Right, so I'm going to go back to my bar chart. I need to go to 9. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, so here is 9. And I've got my ruler on there to make it nice and straight. I've got green here, so I need to have 9 going across there. So what I might do this time, I might do a few dots. Just show me where that 9 is. And the top of my bar needs to reach to here. So here's green. I'm going to come join on from this line here that's connected to blue. And green is there. I'm going to connect it to the dots I've just made. And I'm going to put the hat on my bar chart. There we are. Now then, if you've got a rubber line around, you can then rub out these little dotted lines as well, if you wanted to. I'm going to leave mine on there just as a modelled example. But this is for green, so I'm going to colour this bar chart green. Right, next I've got yellow. Right now we're really rocking and rolling here. Yellow I had a tally of 5 and 2, which makes 7. Right, so I'm going to go to 7 on my y-axis. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to put my ruler on the top of, on 7, I should say. And do remember, using a ruler is incredibly important. So if you've got anything straight, if you haven't got a ruler at home, any straight edge will work perfectly well. I'm going to do my dots starting from here this time. So I don't want my dots going over my lovely bar graphs there, my bar charts there. And yellow, right, I'm going to go up on yellow. I only need to do one side of my bar chart on yellow because this side is shared with green. I'm going to put a hat on top of my bar chart. And there we have yellow. Right, I'm going to quickly shade that in. Yellow. Next and finally we have black. Go back to my tally chart. Black was 5 and 5. It was 10. That was the most I had. Right then. So I'm going to give my ruler or any straight edge you've got at home. You have at home. Get your ruler and put it on number 10 on my y-axis. And that looks about right. I'm going to do my dotted lines all the way on the top. Remember, afterwards you can rub those dotted lines out if you wish. So I'm going to go to this top line now. Go on to here, onto my x-axis. Black starts from here. I'm going to draw my line up to 10. And that line is shared with the yellow, and the same on black as well. Do my absolute best. So I'm not using square paper, I'm just using plain paper. Doing my best to keep it as straight as possible. And I'm going to put a hat on my bar chart. There we are. And I'm going to shade that in black. There's my bar chart. Now I've done my bar chart. I've got my y-axis, my x-axis is all labelled. I need a title now. So I need to think of a title. Let's draw a little line. Title for my completed bar chart. I think I'm going to call this. How many, what should I, different colours, different coloured dominoes I'm going to call it. Different coloured dominoes. There we are. I'm going to just get my underlining a little bit extended onto there. So there we are, year 4s. That is how you take the data that we created yesterday and turn it into a beautiful and lovely bar chart. So there you are. Please have a go at home. Send them in to me because I love maths and I love to see your bar charts. Any good work, send it into the upper school email address and I'll see if I can pop it on our show of Good Morning Charlton. You might have heard of it somewhere before. Other than that, have a lovely day, year 4s, and I'll see you later.